to compete, to win. It's all I live for, really. When you lose, you're easily forgotten. And I don't think anyone want to go to their graves forgotten. I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed.
Open. Chicago with the lead.
What Jordan has done, the blueprint that he has laid is incredible, and it's amazing.
I played basketball because of Michael Jordan.
Listen, Michael's the best I've ever seen.
This guy has done more spectacular things than any basketball player I've ever seen.
Michael Jordan is the kind of basketball player they write legends about. He was so good, he could strike fear with just a look. One walk out of the locker room could freeze an opponent in his tracks. They called him his airness, Black Jesus, the phenomenon. He didn't just play the game, he ran it. He controlled the tempo, the space, the opponent's mind. He didn't shy away from pressure, he thrived in it. Whether he was up by 2 or down by 10, the result was always the same: victory. He didn't just dominate the game, he rewired it. In an era full of physically gifted players, Jordan added something else: intelligence, cold fury, and flawless technique. His fadeaway wasn't just a shot, it was a weapon. His defense wasn't just intense, it was punishment for anyone bold enough to challenge him. 9 times all-defensive first team. That's not a fluke. That's the standard. His impact went beyond the court. Jordan turned basketball into a global phenomenon. He was the first to turn an athlete into a brand. Air Jordan isn't just a sneaker. It's a style, it's a culture, it's a legacy. But greatness isn't just about glory. It's about the losses no one remembers. It's about the tears in the locker room after losing to Detroit. It's about being in the gym at 6 a.m. while everyone else is still asleep. It's about wanting to win even after you've already won everything. Today I'm going to tell you just how great Michael Jordan really was, why he's still the standard everyone gets measured against, why the numbers only tell half the story, and why, decades after his last game, his name still echoes louder than anyone's. Don't forget to like and subscribe. As a kid, Michael Jordan didn't look like a future legend. In his sophomore year of high school, he didn't even make the varsity team. Why? He was only 5'1". No one in his family was over 5'9". For most people, that's where the dream ends. But not for Michael. He trained before school. He showed up to the gym when it was still locked. Every day, he worked like he had something to prove, because he did. By his senior year, he'd grown to 6'3". But it wasn't the height that made him great. It was the mindset.
Is he worked so hard in practice every single day.
As a senior in high school, he played in the McDonald's Classic, the nation's premier schoolboy all-star game, and he responded with some dazzling moves.
When Jordan entered the NBA, the game revolved around the big men. Centers were the kings of the court. They owned the paint, decided outcomes, and dictated how the game was played. In the 1984 draft, Jordan was picked 3rd. Hakeem Olajuwon and Sam Bowie went before him. Why? Because no one built a franchise around a shooting guard. But Jordan rewrote that logic. He became the face of a new era, a time when charisma, explosive athleticism, and a will to win meant more than just height and weight. He was the first to turn the shooting guard into a global icon. From that moment on, the game was never the same.
Now as Jordan brings it up, 50 seconds remaining, Jordan with a seam. What a jam!
time, and that sort of clogged things up. Jordan. Oh, my.
Oh, that's what everybody's been waiting on. We'll have that one on replay.
Jordan's stats aren't just numbers, they're a challenge. They're the bar. 50-plus points in a playoff game? He did it 8 times, more than Kobe, LeBron, KD, and even Wilt combined. 40-point playoff games? He's number 1 all time. More than Kareem, Steph, AI, and D-Wade combined. That's not a coincidence. That's a system. Jordan knew exactly when to take over. He picked his moment and never gave his opponents a chance. He didn't chase points, he chased the moment, and always knew when to strike. He was the guy who closed.
5, 4, Pippen to Michael, 3, 2, Michael, firing, he got it! Michael at the hole!
28 game winners, 7 of them in the playoffs, where every second feels like forever, and every touch of the ball is priceless.
Bounce the card right to Jordan, time winding down, Michael for 3, yeah! Yes, yes, yes! A winner!
Michael didn't just beat you physically, he broke you mentally. He was a master of trash talk. He didn't just say it, he meant it. He looked you dead in the eyes and let you know you already lost. His aura came through even on TV. Players were afraid of his stare because they knew he wouldn't let up. He wouldn't ease off. He'd keep coming until you broke. It wasn't just talent, it was predator instinct. He smelled weakness and went straight at it. If you stepped on the court with him, you didn't just lose, you got humiliated.
Oakley to Mercer. Mercer on the run. Oh, what a play! What a defensive play! A two-hand block, steal, game, set, match. You're trying to foul.
Most people remember Jordan for his scoring, his dunks, his flights through the air, but not everyone knows he was one of the best defenders to ever play. 9 times he made all-defensive first team. His steals broke plays before they even started. He read the game one step ahead. He was the first guard to lead the league in blocks. His defense was about respect. For every second on the clock, every possession, every opponent. Jordan was complete. He dominated on both ends of the court. And that's what separates him from most stars.
Detlef Schrempf finds Reggie Miller, blocked away. What a play! Saved by Jordan. Sensational play by Michael Jordan. Wow!
Jordan didn't tolerate losing. He lived for one thing, winning. 6-time NBA champion, 5-time MVP, never lost in the finals. 6-0. That's iconic efficiency. But the path wasn't clean. Early in his career, people questioned him. He didn't pass enough, took too many shots, played 1-on-5, he led the league in shot attempts 9 times, and missed a lot of them. But he evolved, he learned to trust. He turned himself from a solo act into a true leader. And once it all clicked, no one could stop him.
Set plays that the coaches have put in, but usually at the end, you see the one-on-one like that, individual talent take over. The man of the hour.
In 1984, Nike signed a 21-year-old rookie. At the time, it looked like a gamble. Jordan didn't even want to go with Nike, he wanted Adidas. But what happened next blew everyone away. Air Jordans became more than sneakers. They became a symbol of culture, boldness, domination.
Who says man was not meant to fly?
Air Jordan, basketball by Nike.
Kids wanted to play in them. People wanted to wear them. Everyone wanted to be associated with them. It was the first time a player became a global brand. Michael didn't just win games, he created a movement.
What Michael Jordan did, he started the whole new world for athletes. Michael Jordan, to the world, should be remembered as starting an industry that was not there. There's no question about the superiority of what Nike. Michael Jordan did that.
It's been years since Michael Jordan last stepped on an NBA court, but his name still echoes. In arenas, on the streets, in the hearts of fans. They compare him, they imitate him, but they can't replace him. Anytime a player does something spectacular, commentators, fans, even other players say, that was Jordan-esque. He became the benchmark. Not just a player, the standard. His style, his composure, his hunger to win. That's what greatness looks like now. Look around. His fingerprints are everywhere. LeBron's number 23? That's not a coincidence. That's respect. The best players in the league still rock the Jumpman logo. And Kobe Bryant, his footwork, his stance, his shot, were all echoes of MJ. Kobe said it himself. Everything you saw in me, that was him. Michael Jordan didn't just change basketball, he changed what it meant to be an athlete. Before him, a player was part of a team. With him, a player became the face of an era, a legend on the hardwood, an icon beyond it. He created a new blueprint, an athlete who wins, inspires, and sells. Basketball players became superstars, not just in the game, but in the culture. He hasn't played in over 20 years, but his shadow still hangs over the entire league. Michael Jordan isn't just a legend, he's the foundation of the modern game, its soul, its standard, its peak. Drop your most creative comment below. Story, stat, hot take, whatever. I'll pick the best one and send the winner an official Jordan jersey. Let's see who's really got that GOAT energy.